All right, so as we intro this game, everyone on YouTube should subtract 400 from the number we are seeing from everyone in chat. Everyone is saying what their elo is, but we all know that everyone rounds up, right? So there's no way some of the numbers you guys are saying is true. I see what you say. There is no way. Maybe we rounded down by 100, 150, all right? We got Arena, which I don't do for low elo that frequently, but when it hits hard, man. And we've got Ivor Big Gun here. Ivor Big Gun playing as the Italians in the blue. And then in the red, we have kind of the Arena classic civilization. We've got Turks. The Turks are terrifying to play against on Arena. If you have players that become experienced with this civ, it could be really tough to stop. Their gunpowder is really, really strong. So I just don't know, though, right? Like, their late game's good. You can play towards economy. Both civs have good military options. I really like the Italians because of the condo. So, low-key, that's what I'm hoping we see. It's a unit that is a counter to gunpowder, so lots of condos could be cool, but it's at an elo where I have no clue what these players actually are aware of. So yeah, Ivor Big Gun, seen as the elo favorite. According to capture edge at the bottom right, it's 560 right now versus 524. I don't know. Maybe I've rounded up for these two. Just scouting the map. We do have the rabbits here instead of any deer. Let's see if the players take that. They also added the foxes recently. You can get some gold from taking the foxes. You could have a villager walking around out there, but then there's bears. So you probably shouldn't be doing that. Now, when I select this bear, it's black, and it says black bear, but then when I look at the picture, that is clearly showing a brown bear. So I hope that you guys aren't having your immersion ruined. It truly unprofessional content here. Just wait until you see the polar bears. The polar bear, they always look like a brown bear. Only the polar bear has just been painted white. But yeah, hopefully there's no bear biologists. Bearologists in chat. Yeah, literally unplayable. I know. And here I thought we played Age of Empires 2 because it was realistic. What a shame, dude. What a shame. But yeah, we're chilling. We can do some Q&A with chat. Thank you, guys. Darkland in chat says, I've never played ranked. Don't feel bad. If you're someone who's never played ranked, that is the majority of people. Majority of people, even if they do play online, they don't play a lot of ranked games. So don't feel bad. I think a lot of people, some people who watch have never even played the game. What's going on? Looks like the scout has run out of batteries here for blue. Most likely just set waypoints beyond red's walls, and the scout was kind of trying to get through there and couldn't path that way. Prido says I have 100% win rate in one game of ranked. Okay, so you won one game and then you just retired? I mean, you have a better win rate than me, so congratulations. Well played. You don't want to ruin the competitive integrity of AoE 2 by completely destroying everybody, so props to you. We've got red bringing in boar number 2, actually. So they brought in the boars pretty quickly here. There is a weak villager there. I'm a little concerned. Actually, no, that villager's weak because red doesn't actually save the vills. Just kills them in time, and so that means the other villager's completely fine. But yeah, I know this is low Elo Legends, but this week, I would play here or there after Titans League. I've been playing practice sessions and stuff with some people for TTL, so I guess I'm in pretty good shape. But I'm at 2450 right now, chat, which is my high. Now, usually the way this goes is if I try and push it much further, I'm gonna lose 100 points pretty quickly. But we're gonna see if we can hit 2500. It'll take some good fortune here or there, but I think I could do it. Nice job there from blue. Blue just bringing in the boar as well. So no real big takeaways from their economy so far. We've got some differences. Red has built a lumber camp at least, which I always like to see. But blue also has one more villager right now, or at least did. But neither player seems to have the perfect builds. They're probably just going to get to feudal age. I think they know 800 food and 200 gold is what they need for the next age, but it'll take them a little bit of work to get there, so. Town Guy Gaming says, damn, being that high elo while being this old is awesome. What do you mean being this old? Calling me old. You act like I'm ancient. I mean, I'm not some of these young guys in Titans League, but I know a thing or two. Being this old. Come on. Aging like a fine wine over here. Aging like a fine wine that's a little dusty on the shelf that no one wants to buy. But it's fine, okay? And if you know about it, you know about it. No one knows about it. But still. I mean, I take some pride in it, you know. I'm joking, obviously. I do take some pride in it. But I'm by far the oldest. Like, there are people older than me who have higher elo than me, so. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in, like, a couple months. And I think once I'm 33, then you can be impressed. But for now, 32. 32's basically 20, as far as I'm concerned. All right, so Barrack's here from Blue. So Blue needs to sort this out. You've made it to feudal age. How are you going to get food once your berries are gone? Are we going to farm? Are you going to kill the rabbits? Some people don't want to kill the rabbits. They kind of bounce around. They look a little cute. Maybe they want some pet rabbits. My friend had pet rabbits growing up. Those things were freaking awful. I hated those things. They were so loud and obnoxious. No offense to anyone who has rabbits. Don't want to lose our rabbit audience. Still no farms over here. Here, Red is going to eat the rabbits. But yeah, they're both going to need to transition into farms. Maybe get their buildings. And like I said, neither player's got the perfect builds. But that's the beauty of this elo. This is what we like. No, really, I'm fine. Says, I don't know, T90. I would be impressed by your elo, but there's been some elo inflation recently. Oh, okay. All right, bro. Hit me with the elo inflation. Just stop. Yeah, you want to know why? You want to know why the elo's inflated a little bit? Is because people have been taking Titans League really seriously and everyone's gotten better, all right? So this is my next level plan. I get everyone else's better so I can steal their points and then hit a new elo high. Okay, Blue just lost a villager to a bear out here. And Blue really likes the berries. Now, that was very realistic. You have a bear next to the berries. They always say, if you're out in the wilderness, you could encounter some bears. Blue forgot the bear spray. So interesting. We still don't have any farms for Blue. But we do have some army out here to protect. And honestly, this tells me that Blue likes to hold map control, which can be really strong on Arena. Protect the relics, get those. Get the extra stones, get the extra golds. And I think once the market's up, yeah, we're going to see Red on the way up. So Red is on the way to Castle Age much faster here. Nice job from Red. But again, what's the food eco going to be like? Some people won't build farms until all their other source of food is gone. Man, that's a lot on gold. Turks mine gold faster as well. That is a ton on gold. What's the plan here? Red's just going to scout the middle. Will there be a noise? Okay, that's a big deal. Because if Red has headphones on, Red should have heard the burr, and it'll probably take Red a couple seconds, but Red's going to look back and say, wait, what was that? And see a mill there, and know there's stuff out there. I'm assuming an awful lot. Red's got 11 on gold. Normally, that means you're going to spend it. There are the farms. No wood upgrade. No farm upgrade for Red. Red is going to get the farm upgrade now. And Blue is farming behind this. Okay, so this is good. Farming while simultaneously taking some berries for now. Simultaneously taking some golds. Not bad. I would assume that Red is going to rely on the market a lot because the gold count's going to be ridiculous. Red is going to be at 1,000 gold before you know it. Interesting little line of farms here, too, from Red. Blue will build the archer range. Blue's resources, close to what's needed for Castle Age. That's the beauty of the Italians. It is a bit cheaper. I think it's like low 600s is what you need for food. I don't have it memorized. I just get to low 600s and I click. And all right. On the way to Castle Age. I'd say Blue is the better economy in many ways, just because of more farms. And now we have TC2 and TC3 for Red. Okay, so, I mean, really what Red needs to do is you need to use that gold and buy food. Because, like, you don't have the food to keep your TCs running. We just had more stone purchased. So bought 200 stone. Is the plan to buy a castle? What's the plan here, Red? What are you going to do? Build a couple farms now? All right, so realizing more food is needed. These villas are going to go to the farms. Just not going to really have the food eco for any of this. So I put this in a video once, and then I feel like I still see people continually doing this. And then there's always someone who's like, huh? And really surprised when I say it. So I'm just going to mention it because this is meant for entertainment first and foremost, but a little bit of education is also good along the way. So if you have a villager with resources in their hands, you don't need to drop off the resources before you build a farm. A lot of people think that if you build a farm and a villager's holding gold, let's say, that once the farm is finished, you're going to lose the gold. That's not true. You actually... See, look. You see this drop-off? Yeah, see, look. He drops it off, and now he's going to build the farms because he doesn't want to lose the gold. If you just build farms with villagers holding any resource, when the farm finishes, you actually get whatever that resource was in your bank. And that's not very intuitive. A lot of people think that way because if you were to have a villager on gold and then click them onto food, like onto berries or something, then you would lose the gold. So it's like, I understand why people think that, but I just hate to see slower players drop off like that because it adds an extra action they don't have to do. Same deal, by the way, with lumber camps and like mining camps and TCs. So if you have a lumber camp, but your villagers have gold, you could grab these villas right now. They have gold in their hands. Build a lumber camp, you get the gold. Yeah, it's a really old habit for a lot of people. I get that. But I do want to point that out because there might be one dude who's like, damn, I didn't know that. You know, for that dude, now you know. All right. All right, so Blue's been the map control god here. If you could call a couple of villagers taking berries a god. And we've got a castle in the middle. But Red, even though the way Red got there was a little bit unorthodox, Red is really farming like a maniac right now, and Red is going to have a big villager lead. And so if Turks have good economy and they have time to cook, they're really dangerous. And I think Blue's got to be really thinking long and hard about how you want to play this. This castle is in a good position, though. It protects the stone and it protects the gold, but it is a big investment to get here. Same with, like, Thumb Ring. That's a military upgrade. Yes, will that be helpful later? Might not necessarily help you right now. Yeah, it's one of those things. I went through the same thing, so even after I had the knowledge on the drop-off situation, I still would drop off things because it was just a habit for so many years. So, a T90, is that an intended mechanic or a bug that just happened to become a feature? I don't know. I'd have to ask an OG dev. But, I mean, there were some changes to how some of that stuff works over time. So, in the old version of the game, if you had food in your hands and you clicked a tree, for example, just a misclick, all the food in your hands would be lost. But with Definitive Edition, they made it so if you have food and you click a tree, you only lose the food if you actually actively begin to chop the tree. But, like, dude, I remember trying to force drop. So back then, straggler trees would spawn right on your TC. And so I'm like, I've got the sheep villagers, and I'd try and click the TC to drop off the food. I'd click the freaking tree, and I'd lose all the food. Oh, that stuff was so frustrating. Ooh, first kill. First kill. And by first kill, I mean second kill, because apparently Blue lost something. Oh, no, that was the bear. Yeah. Oh, my god. Oh, my freaking goodness, dude. That Lightcap ran away to save his own life. but he's also saving that villager's life. Red, are you serious? Did you even notice you just got attacked? Because this is a wild castle. One villager castle. One freaking vill. Right there, and blue is missing it by a millimeter. Look at that. Like, somehow can't see the castle. Obviously would deny it was something. You would assume there'd be an army here. But hey, it might end up going up. Red's going to build a barracks there too. Blue's not looking at that. Blue is looking at home at something. Almost feels like blue's going to go imp though. Is blue going to go Imperial Age? It is cheaper. Fast to trebuchets could be really good here. Blue's just chilling. Blue doesn't know anything's wrong. Blue's just waiting. And imp. Fascinating. You know what we don't appreciate enough, guys? Danielle, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. You know what we don't appreciate enough? We don't appreciate the statues in the university. Oh my freaking god, is that cool. The only thing the game is missing is the ability to, like, walk around in the university, you know, and experience some things in there. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, what happened to the spearman? Wait, what the... The spearman came back? So he just randomly clicks the spearman back, didn't end up seeing the castle at all. What? Okay, well, he came back. He's like, well, there's nothing to report, guys. How's the foraging going? And they're like, this guy again? We were hoping he'd die to a castle or something. I mean, this is critical. Like, why are you going imp here, Blue? You need a plan. I don't think Blue has a plan. Blue's just like, oh, imp is cool. Like, Blue knew about this. If that spearman were to have died or something, then Blue could make trebs to push that. Red's got the right idea. I mean, Red's got a ridiculous eco. This isn't even close. So if Red doesn't get panicked at all, and Red has time to think, I think Red wins this game pretty easily. Blue has gone for a very interesting order. Blue's to, like, castled and TC'd and monasteryed all at backwards times. Normally you want to get to castle age, you want to build TCs, then you build the monastery, or maybe at the same time, and then you build the castle later. Blue's like castle first, then monastery, then TC, and you can see the difference. But Blue, if you ever watch this, just do the exact opposite of what you're thinking you should do, and you'll be in really good shape next time. Sorry, that was a little disrespectful. I mean, what Blue is doing can work really well as well, because the imp timing is so fast. But Blue needs to know about that castle. Blue needs to be able to pressure that in some way. Blue using the university, getting murder holes and fortified wall. Okay. Now, Blue, you're an imp. Every time you make it to the next age, you should be thinking, okay, what can I do to take advantage of this age? And to Blue's credit, Blue immediately goes for two-man Saul and crop rotation. So, okay. Well, those are things you can only do in imp. And maybe some blacksmith techs could work too. Blue is going to get the first relic. There's also no relic around here too, so it's not like Blue will accidentally run into that. The scout from Blue is camping this relic. Scout from Red is right here. It's kind of crazy how close they are to seeing things in this game. T90, why does Blue's castle have 1 HP less? Good question. I don't know if it's a capture age thing. It could be a capture age thing. That does happen with TCs as well sometimes. I never really investigated the reasons why. There's definitely something to do with, like, when they're building it. Okay, trebuchet sighting. Trebuchet. Wait. Hold on. He spotted it. The spearman. Oh my god. What the, bro? What the? Imagine being this spearman right now. Okay? There's a monk, and instead of healing you, he picks up a relic to walk away. You're on 6 HP. You could decide to stay home forever. You could decide that life isn't worth living. Life is not worth exploring. But also, you could do something for everyone who believes in you and everyone who backs you, which Is everyone but that monk in this case. And come on, I'm ruining it. Yep, exactly. He's not going to give up. He's not going to give up. So he's going to move out. And there's castle he didn't know about. There's a million gunmen around. All miss. On paper, he should have died. But guess what? He took a chance in life. He got to this freaking relic. And no one else has ever seen that relic before. Let this be an inspiration to us all. All right? Damn. Okay, now he's probably going to die. We're going to edit the rest of that out. But that was really good. He's got plot armor. Exactly. All right. That's good. We needed a new short for YouTube, so. How did he not die, though? It looked like some of those shots hit him. He's 6 HP. It's crazy. But no, that guy's key because now Blue knows about the castle. And Blue can make some trebs. You guys want me to name him? All right, next sub I'll name. Right now, he's just Spearman. I guess maybe it'd be really convenient if someone named Spearman subscribes. We could just leave it the same. Red's on the way to Imp. Red's got ridiculous economy. So many villagers. Look at the farms. Even just the food eco is crazy. I gotta say, the farms look really good as well. Okay, Aloru. Thank you for the resub. Here we go. Best of luck to you. Aloru. Good luck to you. Gaming Legends. If we have another Spearman, I can name that one. Thank you. Okay, Trebs are here. We got 2 Trebs. Not the number I really love. I'd love to see a few more. Because Red's going to definitely come out here trying to attack this. But let's see how it goes. Genoese crossbowmen should be able to shred the light cav. The condos are not moving. So that wasn't ideal. And Genoese crossbowmen are not great against Janissaries. The Trebs are there still going, though. And even if the units go down, Blue should take down the castle. Red's under some pressure right now. Spearman's still alive. Now, condos, they're the reason I joined this game, because they have some bonus against gunpowder. They still die to Janissaries, though, if they don't have any upgrades. But there, Red would click the trap. Red is panicked big time right now. Red is not expecting that attack at all. But Blue needs more numbers. Blue's got to pump these numbers up. 1 barracks condos is not good. Red's got 3 stables, and Red is going to make Hussars. Hussars can beat a condo 1v1. And they only cost food. Blue's population is so low. The Hussars will run in. Blue wants to pile on some more pressure. Blue builds another castle now. At least Blue's got that idea. A lot of people can lose games if they get pressured like this. It's a lot of pressure. Red doesn't know that he's ahead by 50 vills. Red just knows he continues to lose his castle. And guys, Red is panicking. Red is panicking big time. Another castle's going to go down. And Red doesn't actually have population space once his castle's down. Okay, Red is at building houses in the back. This will be 2 castles down almost immediately, and then a forward castle from Blue as well. A lot of arena games are won or lost on the early Imperial Age pressure. And then the rest of the games are won on who has the better economy. That would be Red. Red's building a castle down here now. Uh-oh. That's not good. Thanks for the resub, but that's not good. Hussars are on the way. Oh, well, honestly, that's way more badass. So he dies to a bombard cannon instead of an arrow. That's not bad. Everyone would have judged if he died by an arrow, but he died to a bombard. That's kind of expected. Tower now from Blue. Okay, and Blue's just continuing to treb these military buildings. Also, that guy's holding the gate open. Which could be kind of a big deal. He's just chilling there, taking a smoke break. And the enemy can run into the village. I don't know how he's holding that up. Maybe he's got really big traps that we can't see. But that is a gate open right now, and Blue can see that. I don't think Blue's realizing, though. I think they're just going to fight it out here in a second. The gate will still stay open. Genoese crossbow and condos. Blue knows the Italian bonuses. has mainly upgrades on the Genoese crossbowman, which is good because it's mainly Hussar from red. Genoese crossbowman should shred these Hussars. And the Kondo meat shield on the front's looking pretty tanky. Blue down 50 villagers. And Blue's Condos will die for the bombard cannons. The castle fire's too strong, though. Bombard cannons can be a big difference maker here. These Genoese crossbowmen have got lured out of position into a castle. Remember, Blue didn't know that was there. And Blue's now trying to go for the gate. There's a chance he kills the Vil? It's somehow missing the gate? Okay. And Blue... This is a fun game. Just need to watch this. The gate is as good as open anyways. Does the villager survive? Maybe? I don't know how the Trebs are missing so much. Is that normal? Did he click the villager instead of the gate? Here's another Vil. He's still not killing the gate. I think he clicked the Vil instead of the gate. And well, oh my god, you idiot. You idiot. You let the people in. Who cares if the gate went down anyways? You're still a traitor. Now the army's in. Oh my goodness. He's still standing there like nothing's happened. Now all his people are getting slayed. Fun game, though. I mean, Red now has the Genoese crossbowman in his base, so he can take the Trebs. We've got Janissaries with their cool little hats coming through. Janissaries are elite. Janissaries should shred here. But, man, this does not feel like you have a big lead if you're Red. I don't even know if Red does have a big lead. Red is losing a lot of... And Blue continues to produce a lot. Props to Blue. Hit Imperial Age and has just been going at it with the aggression. And there's always another army, too. Always more Condos. Always more Genoese. More Trebs are going to be needed as well. And Red wants to play Elite Janissary out of one castle. That's going to be tough. Losing those castles was pretty big. And now this base is wide open. Dude, the least you can do after letting everyone into the base is rebuild a gate for your people. He's just still standing there like, huh? What happened? What happened? That was super weird. Name him Hodor? Nah, he's not a Hodor. He's a... Well, he is a Hodor, yeah. Hogate. That was bad. Cavalier coming in now. They're a bit tankier, but still no armor upgrades. It's been a real issue here for Blue. His units are just not tanky. Genoese crossbowmen are good because they do bonus damage. But Condos need armor. Cavalier need armor. And you also need a lot of them. And Red has economy. Blue does not. And nice response from Red. Gate might be open, but Red's ready to go now. He's awake. Bombard cannons are pushing this castle. That castle will fall almost immediately. And military wins fights. Economy wins games, guys. Red's economy is just so much better right now. Now, Red could run out of gold. If you run out of gold with Turks, you could have some big problems. But Red, after clearing that up, is going to build a castle on this gold. And I think you can tell Blue's losing a little bit of hope. I think a lot of Blue's wins, the game has already ended. And the pressure would have forced someone to tap out and break. Yep. And now Blue resigns. Yep. Because Blue does not have enough in the tank anymore. It says that Blue has resources, but Blue had those units in queue. Really fun game. Really fun game. Red would have just continued to push all along the front. This is where Blue had everything. Blue's Imperial Age timings just didn't have quite enough. That's fun, though. I mean, you can easily see how Blue could win that. Blue is the higher elo player. You easily see how Red could have lost that, too, because, I mean, there were some issues there for Red getting the military out. Difference in Imperial Age was what? Like 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes in Imp. And Blue's Trebs killed it. I think it was 2 issues. One, Blue didn't have upgrades on some of those units. It wasn't able to produce a lot of units. But 2, that's just because the economy wasn't very good. So if Blue had like 20% more economy and 20% more units, maybe the game snowballs and he wins. But Red spent a lot of time building up farms and getting the gold. But yeah, that was a fun arena game. We also got some really good, funny individual moments in that game. So, yeah, Blue, he blew it. Yeah, I think we got like 2 really funny shorts there. It's so cool. I love, like, there's all these individual moments. If you really zoom in on like one unit in AoE 2, there's always some funny stories at play. Like, I even missed this. Like, this on its own is hilarious. Oh, man. What a game. GG. Sergeant Down says, watching these Lel makes me know for sure I'm like 200 Elo player at best. I mean, that's 600 Elo, and we had Bombard Cannons, Hussars, Elite Janissaries, almost every Eco upgrade, almost every Blacksmith upgrade. We had like a fast stimp pressure. I mean, it's impressive. Oh, wait. But hold on. Blue, this may be true. Forgive me if I don't believe you. Blue, who was completely dead there, said, GG, sorry, gotta go. It's always interesting how people always have to go right when they've lost the game, you know? No one ever has to go when they're winning. It's so weird. It's like all plans get canceled. There's no way, right? He was dead. He was dead, man.